Well, I'm still catching up teaching myself songs that I wrote earlier in the year, so I'm still doing that, and I'm adding to the other end, but I'm getting close to the number. I think I'm going to stop at 20, and then start focusing on recording rather than writing. So I'm getting slowly caught up to the present. I'm at, I don't know, as far as the open mic is concerned, I'm just doing 2 a week until I catch up to myself, and I'm probably up to 15 and 16 or something like that, maybe something like that.
I think you might be right. I think it might have been 13 or 14 last meeting.
Something like that. Let me
I
see
know you
where.
number them, and I always found it interesting. Good
Yeah,
old number 13, yeah.
let's see. It would be. No, that's not wrong folder. Looking in the wrong folder.
What about, and Kenny? What about you? You must have like 300 new songs since the last time we saw you, probably.
Well, let's hear one.
9 and 10. Sorry,
9 and what?
I'm at 9 and 10. The ninth and 10th
Whoa, really?
of the year. Yes.
Felt like 13 or 14.
I hear you. I hear you. Oh, Steve's here. Wait a minute. Steve's
That's
here.
right. That was a cheap shot, you know.
Hey,
Oh yeah.
El Presidente. He's connected to audio.
He's connecting up here, yeah.
El Presidente. He's here to check up on me and make sure I don't screw this up.
Ah.
Hey,
everybody.
Hey, you're back.
I thought you were gone.
No, it got canceled because of COVID. So
Oh, shit.
I had a gig planned for this evening, but it got canceled.
Oh.
Rightly so.
That's
But,
too bad, but yeah.
I have been out of town though, and we got back Monday.
All
But,
right.
yeah.
Well, you missed a brief discussion of the NPR thing, and I tried to claim G money, but Fritjof explained to me that it's already been taken by a rapper. So then Gus suggested G Spot, and then I decided to go with G Spot money. So next year, but that's not. No, that's not.
I'd rethink that.
It's not ethnic enough. I'm gonna go with Geniata. Geniata, probably better.
Yeah, you know, you got a year to think about it. So
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
You know, I wouldn't settle on the first idea that hits you.
Steve Areno, ladies and gentlemen, Steve Areno.
I was in a band once where I was in a band where they called I was in a band where they called me Stevie Ray for a few weeks, but
Stevie Ray. All right.
but that's not my middle name, so don't call me that. But
Have any of you ever had a real nickname?
no, we're
Close
white
it.
males.
Hey, well, Larry Bird, Lee called him Bird. Gino is as close as I get to a nickname. People sometimes just spontaneously start calling me Gino. When I lived in Evanston and I was a hippie and I was working in a natural foods restaurant, people would call me Gino. That was just my name. And then it also sometimes there was this guy Gino Vanelli who was a pop singer at the time. I think he did I Just Wanna Stop for Your Love. And people called me Gino Burnetti sometimes. Something like that. But you know, no nicknames like Hound Dog or anything like that. So, all right. Well, are we about ready to say this is who it is, and we're ready to get going?
Yes, it's who it is.
Okay.
Yeah, 15.
So who would like to go first?
I thought Kenny had an axe in his hand, and now he doesn't.
Let's see if Kenny goes first.
There it is.
Who would like to go second? Let's get our lineup in our heads here.
I'll do it.
Steve will go second. You want to go 3? Gus?
I'll go 4.
All right, I'll bring it home. So
All right.
far, I mean, we might get more people, and we'll get them in between Gus and me. I'll finish it up this time. So everybody, please mute your things.
Somebody put a ribbon on the cake, and the revelers don't know what to make of it. Should it be cut like the grand opening of a new construction site, or untied like a Christmas package under a dead tree? And as they pondered, the frosting melted, and the flour became hard, while the revelers withered with age. Yet the ribbon still looked fresh and perky, just like new. Somebody put a ribbon on the cake. Somebody put a ribbon on the cake.
All right, put a ribbon on it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Wow, that's an unusual idea for a song. That was very good.
Thank you.
That's unique, really. You really dig into the like minutia of things sometimes, and that's really welcome to me because.
Oh, thank you. Thanks.
I mean, I don't know if you got. I mentioned Loudon Wainwright earlier, but like he was one of the first people anyway that I ever heard who wrote songs about super normal, mundane, everyday events, like learning how to swim, or just like dead skunk in the middle of the road. You know, little like everyday things that happen as opposed to grand themes and love
Right.
and all that stuff. So. Got another one for us,
Yeah,
Kenny?
that was great, Kenny.
Oh,
Nice.
thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
I like the music. I like how it just kind of like flows all the way through. Like
Yeah,
Yeah.
circular patterns. Very cool.
Yeah. That's how I live life. I just kind of float along.
Right. Well, flow is good, man.
Very nice.
This is the place where you can see wildlife being wild, standing in a large field, chewing its cud and otherwise not moving. It's impressive the size of those creatures, though. Imagine them in your garage, squeezed between the sedan and that shelf of stuffed boxes filled with stuff you've never seen in decades, which is way longer than the lifespan of those creatures that you're watching out in the fields. And for some reason you wonder how many of those animals have been stuffed to stand in the tight corners of suburban garages, in the tight corners of suburban garages.
That
You
was
see my
great.
garage. I'm
Thank you.
Nice. Again, normal stuff.
older than the lifespan of the animals in the backyard. You know.
The musical break in the middle, like what that did for that song was so great, Kenny.
Well, thank you.
That was so nice. So nice. And like really rare for your songs, but man, that middle piece was exquisite. It was really beautiful and it set the last part up.
Oh,
Like,
thank you.
so nice.
Okay. I'll try to replicate that in the future.
Fritjof, I'm waiting for you to tear someone a new one after a song, just once.
Okay. Well, you're going fifth, right? Okay.
I'm just messing. I really like how positive, encouraging you are. It's great.
It's great. It's great. It's the Sosa way.
The Sosa way.
Like so.
Yeah.
Very nice. So I guess it's me.
It's Steve. Yeah, go ahead and mute yourselves up and let's hear from El Presidente. You gonna play something that you were gonna play at the gig?
No, I actually. Some of you may not know. I just my wife and I took a trip to Las Vegas last week, and we would never go for any reason because that's just not our thing. But my wife's family had a reunion, and mainly the family grew up on Molokai, the island in Hawaii, very remote island, stuff like that. And they went to high school there, and they had a all high school reunion for the island of Molokai. And so we went to the family reunion, and since all our family was in the class at Molokai, we went to the high school reunion too, which was really interesting. But I wrote a song about that, and then after the reunion, the next day, my wife and I decided to take a short tour up to the Hoover Dam. And it's about a 3-hour tour, and you get on a nice Mercedes vans, and they roll you up there and tell you about the place. So we did that. It was very pleasant all the way up, and we got up to the dam, and the wind was just blowing like crazy. And anyway, we took a look at the dam, got back in the van, and started down the mountain, and the van caught fire. And a cab filled with smoke, and it turned out to be it didn't flame up, but it was billowing smoke so bad we had to pull over and threw open the door, and everybody bailed out. So I wrote a song about that just actually today, and so this is a work in progress for me, but I'm going to try it, and hopefully. On a tour of the Hoover Dam, on a tour of the Hoover Dam, our tour van caught fire. I think I'm doing it wrong meter. On a tour of the Hoover Dam, our tour van caught fire. Everyone jumped out the door. Our fate looked pretty dire. Well, now I can't remember it. I'm sorry. Give me a minute. Let me collect myself here.
No problem, man. We got a short list. I know that feeling with a new song. It isn't in muscle memory yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, take it.
On a tour of the Hoover Dam, our tour van caught fire. Everyone jumped out the door. Our fate looked pretty dire. Our driver, John, called out for help. We stood outside in the sun. The smoke poured out In the burning heat, we had no place to run. Some people panicked and someone started to scream. Although we had cold water, we all wanted ice cream. As we waited there near the van, the temperature 100 plus. The desert lizards saw our plight. The buzzards circled above us. But we soon became like family, like a lifeboat in the sea. I'll wonder if I'll see them again. Not likely. At last another van arrived to replace the one that burned. To be stranded at the Hoover Dam was no fun, we learned.
Yeah. Yeah. It's so far it's all regular everyday stuff so far.
Yeah.
And the song about the ribbon and the cake and the van catching fire and the just everyday things. I like that. Hey, what the hell's that? What's that around your neck? I mean, around your waist.
Oh, it's a back support.
Oh wow! It
Yeah.
almost looked like it had a pad back there.
Yeah, well, I it's kind of a sumo wrestler pad, you know, like the sumo's. No, it's a big back support. It helps me when I sit so much.
Help you sit up.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right on.
And I went in. I started some physical therapy today for some sciatica issues.
Good idea.
So I'm trying.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. You want space. Space for the nerve flow. When you crumple down, it makes it harder. So,
Yeah.
Length.
So,
Well,
are we doing one or two?
Two, baby.
Two. Well, I'll throw another brand new one that I finished today, actually. And
Wow. Steve, bringing the heat.
Okay, and so this one has to do with the high school reunion I went to in Las Vegas. And it was everybody there had come from Molokai, and most of the people are Filipino or Hawaiian heritage. And I'm sitting at this table, a round table with about 4 or 5 other big guys, all from Molokai, and they're looking at me kind of side-eyed, wondering what I'm doing there. And we ate dinner and we're sitting around before, well, the evening was pretty organized, but they had hired a DJ to provide the music, and the DJ was totally inept. He couldn't get the music to play. What he did, it was the wrong song. He was getting feedback, and it was awful. So the sound was terrible. But the guy across the table from me, and I was trying to break the ice. I didn't know what to say to him. I noticed he had a ukulele in a case. So after we were done eating, I stood up and I walked around and I said, "Excuse me, are you going to play your ukulele? I'd sure love to hear it." And suddenly we were best friends, and we were talking instruments and where we're from and the whole thing. Anyway, so I wrote a song about that.
Music brings people together. Music brings people together.
So we'll see if this one goes any better. It's probably be as rough as the other one. Let's see. Jimmy sat across the table with his ukulele in a case. He was at his class reunion and he searched for a friendly face. He loved to play his music at any time, at any place. So he brought his ukulele just in case. The speaker kept things moving. She spoke so eloquently. a leader since her childhood, like others in her family. A DJ played the music, but he failed miserably. There was lots of confusion, everybody began to plead. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, sing a tune to fit the rhyme. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, play a song to fill the time. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, play with a happy sound. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, get this party off the ground. Then came a dancer, but the music wouldn't play. The DJ was a failure, he wasn't organized in any way. They gave away some prizes while waiting for music to begin. But the crowd was restless, their patience was wearing thin. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, sing a tune to fit the rhyme. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, play a song to fill the time. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, play with a happy sound. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, get this party off the ground. The Jimmy played his ukulele, sang a song, and saved the day. Some dancers performed a hula with pretty flowers and some lace. Jimmy and his ukulele played his tunes for everyone. That's when everybody knew the real party had begun. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, sing a tune to fit the rhyme. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, play a song to fill the time. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, play with a happy sound. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, get this party off the ground. When the party was almost over, everyone was feeling tired. By unanimous decision, the DJ was fired. It melted into chaos. The prizes went to the thieves. Those who ate mac salad got sick and had the heaves. Break out your ukulele, baby, sing a song to hit the rhyme. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, play a song to fill the time. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, play with a happy sound. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, get this party off the ground. Break out your ukulele, Jimmy, get this party off the ground. Song to Jimmy.
All right.
Yeah! That's a sweet little tune, man. That's a nice little song. I like that.
Oh, good,
Break out
good.
your ukulele.
It's a hard one. I was working to get the, and I've been reading Jim Webb's book, and he's talking about getting the right number of syllables in each phrase and try to match them. And this one is really tough because ukulele is not an easy word to say.
That's perfect. Yeah. The only line that broke the spell for me was to fill the time, because it's like it's kind of it implies. I mean, when you fill time, it's like it's not optimal. You know what I mean? Like you're filling time. I thought maybe maybe something like break out the ukulele, Jimmy, play a tune in 3/6 time or 2/4 time or some kind. You could keep the same rhyme. Just put, I don't know what the Hawaiian typical time signature is or something like that.
Sure.
Or break out in that old Hawaiian time, or I don't know what the rhyme. That was the only one that made me go like, huh? But the rest of it is great. Yeah. I like telling a story and how the ukulele saves the day. That's pretty cool.
And Steve, also, interesting that even though it's like content-wise, like the ukulele piece, but like how you're saying about getting syllables, down and tight is like then the way you played guitar on the first song is like super conducive to that because how you're playing is like do do do. It's like right on those syllables and like melodically, like you could kill yourself a Simon and Garfunkel song playing like that and singing how you do, and like it's cool because Paul Simon was playing that and singing those melodies. So the second song, thinking about the syllables and all that, is like would just it would be nice to like the way you play guitar also on the first song. Those two things together would be interesting.
Well, the way I played that first song is not the way that I played it just before I signed on.
Oh yeah.
It takes a while for a new one to
Suddenly
get
it
in
just
there.
kind of poof, and so I made it up as I was playing it, and it's not.
Isn't that
not
weird?
It's
Like
not what I want. It's not what I want at all.
I'll play a song for 3 hours straight and I'll get it down. When I first write it, you can play it for 3 hours straight and get it down. But like if 6 or 7 hours go by, and then you like get on stage with it or get in front of, and it's not in there yet. You gotta do it. You gotta come back to it a couple times.
Yeah. Well, I did
had a
that
few
probably an hour and
different-
a half ago.
Oh, good. Well done.
You played it like 4 different ways in the beginning. It was like there was one of them that was like super cool, like in this like groove, you know, where it was like do 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 like that. That was really nice. I mean, you'll get that one. It's gonna be so good.
All right.
Okay. 2 story songs. Yeah, Jimmy's a hero.
Yeah, sounds like it. Very cool. Yeah. Listen, an acoustic instrument has saved many a party when the electronics, or the power, or all those things need so much. An acoustic instrument only needs itself and a person who can play it. But the stereo, the DJ, the sound equipment, a buddy of mine was playing a folk gig over some kind of a folk festival in Korea, and as usual, they were running late, and by the time he got up on stage, they were like a full hour late, and his set was going to end after the law said you can't make that much noise anymore or something like that. And so the Korean authorities came out and the organizers came out, and they were all arguing about whether or not they could proceed with his set. So he just went, fellas, this is an acoustic instrument, and he just like pushed the mic and the sound aside and just hopped off the stage and just finished his set right there in front of the actual people. This is a guy who had been busking for years at Pike Place Market in Seattle and like well aware of playing without gear. And so I was like that, this is an acoustic instrument, guys. I don't need that. And he just jumped out and played. So yeah, very cool. All right, Mr. Blue.
All right, so 2 songs.
2 songs. Mute up, everybody.
And so, like on the song I played last time, then I like just played only just like how I like basic super right stuff of just like one hand on the piano, and then I just like now I'm working on getting it on guitar. So that's one of them, and then the first song is just like one I've been playing for a while, but it's like with the piano, it like helps me do like try to actually think about melody. So I've just been trying to get that going with these songs, which I've never done for like my whole life, ignorantly enough. But anyway, better late than never, I guess. Okay, la-di-do. Here we go. All right. Pushed and pulled at the same time. I'm torn in two from the inside. Out past the edge of my mind, I put a message in the bottle, sent it to the front lines. Then I looked in the mirror, saw a man in the mask that laughed in my face, stabbed me in the back, shed my skin to see through the cracks. Snow came down, covered my tracks.
fell asleep on a mountaintop. I woke up when the snow had stopped. Had a dream I was a robot, less human than a human today. Won't give up. So I went down to the valley below. I let myself in through the back door. I found a little penny on the floor. I tried the bootstrap there. Didn't really work now. Didn't really work at all. So made a wish and didn't come true. About all things I never gonna do. Sun came back, skin did too. I come out and all gone through. All right, so there's that one.
Are you using the dog as a?
I was amazing.
Is that a sample?
That was
No.
amazing. I mean, he was in time and he was in pitch, and it added
He's
acoustically
great.
to the song.
He's literally on every recording I ever made because he just is always barking. But I was wondering if you guys caught the special treat, which is new, was of the rooster also crowing outside the window at the same time.
I don't think I heard a rooster, but I had to step out for a second.
Yeah, Rodney. So,
Rodney?
Yeah.
Rodney the rooster.
He's kind of a jerk, but anyway.
Wow, that's a rooster for you. All right, I'm muting up.
All right. So this one is just like a song I'm working on. I just got it started and now I put it on guitar. So that's like step 2 or whatever. Here we go. Feel like dying for the 9th time. Just too much, too far over the line. Wheels spinning and sinking into the night. I saw the hand that God turned back time. I push that rock up the hill and it rolls back down. I raise my voice, but my words fall to the ground where they're trampled underfoot and turned into dirt by all of the usual clowns. There goes a big top caravan. Got me wrapped up, took me for a spin, dropped me off here to start all over again, like those old tired lines in a cage, waiting for the end. Dancing in the smoke, breaking all I'm in. Breathing in the ashes and laughing through the tears. I paint a smile on my face to cover up the place where everything disappears. Cause I wanna fly like I did in my dream last night. But I ain't never gonna cry like I did last night. Yeah, 6 sides every die. Gonna keep rolling till I get it right. Cause I might die
before I wake. If I do, I'll be feeling no pain. Yeah, it's hard to believe. I know I should leave, but I'll probably stay till I climb every mountain on this earth. Sail the darkest sea, float down the river and run into the jungle deep. Lose my mind, my heart, any way I please. 'Cause if it don't hurt you, then it won't hurt me. And if it's good for you, then it's good for me.
Good song. Good song.
Yeah, moody.
Moody.
I tell you, man, that distant dog is just, man. Does he never stop? Does he never stop barking?
Well, occasionally he does stop, but also there's like deer in the front yard, plus the rooster is new, and then the cat is like going in and out, and
Plenty
so
to
it's
bark
just like,
at. How do your neighbors
Yeah,
feel about this dog?
I don't know, they're pretty far away.
Okay, that's
So-
good.
And it's not as bad as them like shooting guns and revving up old truck engines and run chainsaws and
Yeah.
that kind of shit.
Yeah, I'm with you.
So that's country living, whatever. Everyone makes their own noise. And
Where are you
we all
at?
Just
Where are
like
you-
outside, yeah, just out in the country. I have like 5 acres, so it's just like
But where?
neighbors aren't too far away.
Roughly what part of the valley?
Like outside of Rogue River-ish, that area.
Oh, wow. Cool. You're in the fire country.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, pretty much, man.
The new normal.
Yeah. Well, nice set, my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it fits your lighting perfectly tonight.
It's good. Well, then I'll like change it. The next thing, I'll play it next time, and it'll have like, because I'm getting like the bass line and other stuff, and then it'll
All
be like
right,
a different song.
I like it.
We'll
I
see.
like it.
Stage 3.
Yeah, very cool. Gus,
Yes, sir.
what you got?
I was talking to my daughter the other day and recalled that I'd written a song in 1999 celebrating an event in her life, and I played it for her, and he kind of put it away and forgot about it. And I pulled it out this afternoon because it had popped up into my mind, so I'm going to play this song for you. And I haven't played it in a long time, so we'll see how it goes, but it's called She's Blue.
Cool.
Let's see, I think it's in G. They were trying, you know, for several years. They did all the tests. They both came up clear. They consulted the doctors, the shrinks, and the seers. She's blue, she's blue, she's blue. Her eggs and her plumbing and hormones were fine. She had every test the doctors could find. They said it's apparently all in her mind. She's blue, she's blue, she's blue. The shrinks weren't too sure about how she was raised or what she had done since her young childhood days. But they found that she wanted to go all the way. She's blue, she's blue, she's blue. The card readers told her to look to the stars. The astrologers told her it's all in the cards. The herbalist made her a tea from her yard. It made her pee turn green. She had a calendar all marked in red with every time she should be frisky in bed. She could have an orgasm using only her head. She's blue, she's blue, she's blue. The pregnancy test has turned up like blue. The heart and the oval both said, yes, it's true. They did everything they possibly could do. She's blue, she's blue, she's blue. A grandkid could spoil a grandkid, you know. It's payback for shelter and food and new clothes. I'll rile them kids up till they're ready to blow. Then back to mom they go. The 2 o'clock feeding. The 2 o'clock feeding will grate on her ears. The spit up will smell like an old skunky beer. There's always a bucket of wet diapers near. She's blue, she's blue, she's blue. It's official, she said, I'm 6 weeks gone. Saving my sick leave, puking at dawn. The tadpole makes me pee up a storm. I'm blue, I'm blue, I'm blue. Or something like that.
Nice, that was good.
I'm blue.
Yeah.
Blue.
I have a song just like that.
Hey, Gus, can I just ask you a question? I'm just curious about that song. Is that cool?
Sure.
Oh, it would be, I always say, it would be interesting to me, and I think it's great, how you have it, but I'd just be interested in some ways of hearing there's the first part. I would be wondering if you did that in first person.
Oh, I don't know.
Perspective. And then it goes to your perspective, the grandpa, and then it goes back to her perspective. And I would be curious. I think it might be really cool, but maybe it would also be a really bad idea. But anyway, just flipping, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know. I'm gonna pull it out and play with it a little bit. I actually changed the order of one of the verses. I haven't looked at the thing in years, and I didn't really work it up for performance, so it's just sitting out there. But
It's like in the lab.
I like the idea of it was pretty good, and she actually did most of that stuff, you know. I mean, the herbal
I
oils.
love the tea from the yard.
Yeah, yeah. It did.
That
Made
says
it
it all.
green.
There's a garden, yeah, herbs and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Sometimes they work. Sometimes they just make your pee weird.
Yeah, that's well, that in her case, it was making her pee weird. That's all it seemed to accomplish. But once they stopped trying so hard, then now they got 3 of them, you know. And
Right. You know, also, you know, it is not a lock that you know, you can have viable eggs and viable sperm, and it can still take a while. A lot has to happen for the whole miracle to happen, you know. It's not just, some people it's super easy, but they're just kind of, this is just timing. So,
yeah,
yeah.
and I'm
And
working on
they're
a song about.
I assume the kids are all keepers. I mean, they're decent folks.
Oh, you know, I tell you, I couldn't ask for better grandkids.
There you go. All's well that
Couldn't,
ends well.
couldn't. And they're the kind of grandkids. I was living down there with them for about 5 years, and I could take all 3 of them out when, you know, the youngest was like 4, and any place I could take them anywhere, do anything with them, and there was never going to be anything other than appropriate kid behavior. You know, and they could get rowdy, but they would never get nasty or difficult to
control.
deal with.
Yeah,
You know, it was
yeah.
always just wonderfully easy.
Great, great, great.
Right now, I'm working on a song about I'm retiring from full-time work December 31st, and I announced it to my boss the other day, and it's spreading throughout the organization, and so naturally I got to write a song about it, and so I'm working on.
I
it's
quit.
called-
Yeah, you're like,
Well, I was thinking about
Johnny
something
Paycheck.
like.
Yeah, Johnny Paycheck, take this job and shove it. I'm not programming for you no more.
Yeah, so it's and it's interesting to do that. I'm trying to revisit some people that I enjoyed working with and some people that I didn't, and mostly it's just that it's a really big change for me, and one that's fraught with concern over what I want to do after I'm done with that. And
What
I'm not
kind of
sure-
hours are you working now?
Well, I'm a full-time employee of hospital company out of Nashville.
Do you work at home?
Yep. Oh yeah.
But you essentially kind of punch in the morning and you're doing this all day and then.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, so it won't be a change of locale necessarily, but just how you allocate your energy and time and resources in your day.
That's right. That's right.
That's important stuff. That people underestimate that sometimes, just how important. You know, you've had a routine and a social routine and a physical routine and a timing and scheduling energy routine, and then you have to shift to the new thing, you know, and you know, attending to that process is well worth some energy, I think.
Well, I was thinking I was gonna be it, and I wasn't gonna work anymore, and now I've had 2 offers for part-time work from and one of them is dangling some money out there, and I just might decide
All right.
that
Take
I
a
could
step down and then gradually head towards.
well, I'm worried about leaving a whole part of things that I enjoy doing, and they're offering me the opportunity to do exactly what I'd like to do, working for a software company out of South Carolina, and
Okay.
doing more development work and testing for them.
All right, all right. That sounds
Anything I
enticing.
can, just kind of like playing games, you know.
So you'd have more hours free, but not
Oh yeah,
all,
yeah. I'm
not
gonna
all
have.
of them.
I'll free up about 6 hours a day to 8 hours a day.
Oh.
Well, Gus, we will expect you to just totally fucking slay it January last Friday.
Oh, I would love to hear a song about your work experience too. That would be great. I love job songs,
Well,
work
also,
songs.
6 hours a day, you'll be like, at the end of January, you're going to be like, wow, I just like woodshedded, like, and that would be cool. That's what
I see people handle it both ways, and you know, it's and I think it has a lot to do with whether you enjoy the work and whether it's still challenging and rewarding to you, you know. And I'm just not sure I'm quite ready to give all that up and forget that side of life. Although I like the idea of it, and I don't need to work. It's
Well, a
mostly
part-time
my
might
life.
be a nice bridge. That might be a really
I
nice
think
bridge.
so, and if I don't like it, I'll say, yeah, you guys, this just ain't working out. I want to
Can you
go.
sign? I mean, do you have to commit to a long term for
No,
the?
no, no,
So you could just take it
no.
season by season, more or less. Yeah, that's
They virtually would say, write a job. What do you want to do for us? There's a, it's kind of,
fuck. That could be
yeah.
great. You know, I have a friend who was a builder for many, 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 many years, and retired. Finally, shut the company down, and I think for a little extra money or just to keep his foot in the door, he started doing CAD drawings of computer assisted design. You know, like
Hmm.
he'll do the drawing for the architect or the builder, and a lot of his skills in building are being used by this, and you know,
Hmm.
he can use the money, but he's not a full-time builder. He's just got a big toe in the door, and he's in the field, and he gets his knowledge connects, and he gets to do some stuff, but he's not the man in charge and responsible and all that stuff. So it's been a nice step for him to go in that direction. So hey,
Yeah.
Fritjof, could you do me a favor? Would you type your email address into the chat section? I want to send you and Gus both a link to a song, since you had the blue song and you're in the blue room. I just have a blue song I'd like to share with you. So if you put your email address in, I know I got Gus's. Did you do
Okay, yeah.
two, Gus? I can't even remember.
Oh, I'm
Got
done.
one more.
Okay.
Oh,
Are you done?
I'm done. I'm done. I only had to. This other one is just not ready yet. I've had about 6 different musical beds on it. I got to do at least 4 more, and then decide which one of them is.
Musical what?
Which one sucks less.
Did you say bets or beds?
Don't let that stop you, Gus. Just play.
Take it from Steve. It doesn't need to be done. Oh man, that is too funny.
I'm still undecided on it. I've literally got several different musical approaches to it in different keys and different tempos, and I'm just not yet. It's still not hasn't said this is it. So I'll do some more.
Okay. Well, before I take my headphones off and play a couple tunes here, just thought I'd do a little sound check, because now my computer is recognizing advanced audio device here, and suddenly any volume at all. I've got my volume on my computer set to the equivalent of 1.5, and it's almost peaking out. Okay, so la da 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 da.
That's fine.
Sound like a decent
It
mix?
sounds
Great.
All
No
right.
problems.
you might back your lips off from the mic
Just a little
hair.
bit. Get a little bit back. All right.
Not
I'm going to
much.
take off my headphones now, so sign language from now on. Mute up.
All right, we can talk about him here for a good 20 seconds.
Okay, so these are the 9th and 10th songs of 2021 here. I have to say, these two were both really tough and tricky for me. They took a long time. I mean, a long time. And I like all my kids. But I have to let one go.
That's quite
These two are
impressive there.
these two never. I can't hear you. These two were never. These two never came together quite the way I wanted to, but well enough that I'm keeping them. So here we go. I came late to the gospel of connection, but baby, I'm a minister now. Everything is everything's reflection. It just took me a while to find out. I was too busy protecting my ego to look you in the eye. Everything is everything's reflection. I am yours and you are mine. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. We can fight ourselves forever, and we're still gonna lose. Everything is everything's reflection. It is time to sign a truce. Sometimes we just have to step out of the moment, 'cause the moment's too much. But everything is everything's reflection. There is no escape from love. It will find us where we're hiding and drag us towards the light. Everything is everything's reflection. Now who gonna fight? You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. You can fight yourself forever, and you're still gonna lose. Everything is everything's reflection. It is time to sign a truce. I came late to the gospel of connection, but baby, I'm a minister now. Everything is everything's reflection. I'm just here to remind you how it was not your fault what happened. The faults are intertwined. Everything is everything's reflection. I am yours, and you are mine. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. I look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at me. I can fight myself forever and not change what I see. Everything is everything's reflection. It is time to let that be. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. You look in the mirror, the mirror's looking at you. We ocean, it is time to sign a truce.
Very reflective.
Thank you, guys. I'm still working on that one. Still trying to figure out the timing and when to strum and when to not strum and all that stuff. So thank you for listening.
You know, that was good. So, and also, since you asked, you were like, Fritjof, please
tear me a new one.
Asshole. Yeah, no. But I just want to, I have like 3 little things. If you
fire away.
Super quick. Okay. One is I would love to hear sing in the same register, but take the capo off and have the guitar low. I think that would sound
same
really
key
good.
but lower.
Play it open natural, but sing in the same spot.
That might be tricky because the song is like in B minor.
Well,
so
just
it's
like, then put it in A minor. Then you're there. You're right there. It's super easy.
Yeah, but then it's too low.
Well,
I'll think about that. When I record it, what I might very well do is play a second guitar, in some drop tuning that's way up here, but in the same key, or do something to give it more bottom. So
you could put it up into C, but then it would be like C minor. I know
that might be too high. I don't know.
You might be able to. Anyway, that's not a big deal.
I hear you. I hear you.
Coming out of the instrumental piece.
Yes.
In the middle, I think I would like to hit. It would be cool to just like go into the chorus right there. I look in the mirror. That part straight out of the instrumental, and then back, and then you play it just like instrumental. Like you come through.
You mean put the instrumentals between the verses and the choruses instead of after the chorus?
No, same structure exactly.
More choruses is what you're saying.
No, not more. Like you come out of the instrumental into the verse piece, right? So cut that, but go straight out of the instrumental into the chorus. You have that like lifty middle 80 piece after the you look in the mirror, then there's that transition, and then you're playing, and then you hit that like weird upstroke that was like all like woo out of time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not sure, but it sounds like you're saying
upstroke at the end of whatever the piece is that you have right after that. You look in the mirror,
right?
Goes into that,
do,
and then it like transitions, and then you hit this upstroke that was like, ooh, and I'm just saying like just end it right there, and then you have like boom, that's like tight.
Okay, I think I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be honing in on a factor of tightness with that song. Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
All right.
After this, I'm going back to all positive reviews.
What's the third thing?
Okay.
I thought there was 3.
It was after the. No, it was like come to the.
You said there was
after the musical break, and then the third thing was like the ending. Just end it right there after that transition.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. All right. I will take all that into account. Thank you. Appreciate the feedback. Okay. So this one's in the same key. I'm gonna take off the headphone now and go into mute up, everybody. I could have thought it over, I could have slept on it, but I slept with her, and that was it. So many things I could have slept on, but now are easy to see. But she took the hesitation, she took the hesitation out of me. So many forks, so many roads, a whole drawer full of forks that I could have chose. many roads I could have chose that now are easy to see, but she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. I could have looked at my hands, I could have looked at the sky, I could have looked at anything instead of those eyes. So many things I could have looked at, but now are easy to see. But she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. I could have listened to fear, I could have listened to doubt, but I listened to her till I passed out. So many things I could have listened to that now are easy to see, but she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. If I had been wise, I might have let her go, but I didn't know what I didn't know. So many things I could have known that now are easy to see, but she took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me. She took the hesitation. She took the hesitation out of me.
I like that.
All right.
Good hesitation song.
Yeah. I'm still, again, these two tunes are both, they're really simple. There's nothing to them. They're, just derivative minor key bluesy kind of tunes, but they can work if I can measure the voice with the right beats and the right thing. And I'm about 70% there. I still got a ways to go until it's just seamless in my own, head. And then I'll feel like, okay, I can put that to bed and get it on an album and probably never play it again. But, well, thanks. I appreciate it. All good. Much appreciated.
Yeah, good.
Do you have another song there, Steve, you want to share with us? You got your guitar out there?
I was just jamming along with you.
Ah, sweet. Awesome.
I have a question, and it's just like an idea, and it could maybe not be a good idea, but I just was curious. Like if we wanted to get better attendance of performers here, like I was thinking about the thing that like attracts performers is having an audience.
Also money.
Well, yeah, but like
I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
But we could, in a practical sense, be able to attract an audience if we had a way to say, like, there's people who are going to sign up to play, but then the link is shared in a slightly more public way, or however, whatever anyone is comfortable with, or, you know, that's like a whole discussion for people to decide on as a group. But like that there's people who could come and just sign in to watch, and then that'll provide kind of an audience, which will, I think, people, you know,
Right.
are like, they want an audience, so maybe they'll be more likely to have more people sign up to play.
You know, I think we probably have a little more of an audience than we think we do, in a sense, because the video does go up on YouTube and it gets more than 5 views. So some of us, even probably SOSA members, probably mainly get the notification for that one. They come and watch. I share my set just on my YouTube channel, and so we get a few more views. But yeah, I don't understand the ins and outs of Zoom anywhere near enough to be able to understand the process of getting listeners and where are they on the screen and how does that all work out. I don't understand that, but it does
First,
sound
it helps if you're
Yeah.
beautiful, young, and have a single name.
Okay. Let's need one of those.
G-Spot Money welcomes you to.
That's a lot. That's more than one. It's
That's
3.
true. I got to go with just Gignata. Maybe Gignata. It's like piñata, but with a G, and then my logo would be like me on the head of a piñata.
How about just G?
Yeah.
Oh, I could just go as G. If
There
I
you
spelled
go.
it,
Like,
if
I
I
think
spelled
there's
it
a way to do
Ghee, I might get a little Indian
Oh, yeah,
cachet
like-
on that. Like I'm an Indian guy. I call myself Ghee. The music from the streets of India.
like theoretically, I think it's possible to have a way of like letting only people come in to join the meeting to play, and not being able to like talk and all that stuff. Just be an audience and just listen.
Yeah, I'm sure there is something there. I don't know the.
I don't see that as an issue really. The host, whoever it is, me, Gene, or Gus, have control over mute buttons. So I think like we discussed a month ago, we ought to open it up to friends or whoever, at least for the last quarter of the year.
I'm curious about something. Just a quick technical question. I'm the host here. If I want to mute somebody else, do I have? I mean, I can click on them.
Should be a mute button in their screen.
Yeah.
And then there's a master mute button over on your panel, probably. I don't know what your screen looks like, but on mine it was on the right. You could mute all, or you can go in and on individuals' names where you see the list, there's a mute button.
Oh
on
shit!
individuals.
I'm sorry. I just muted you, Gus, by accident. Ask to unmute. What does ask to unmute mean?
I am muted, so you're as.
Oh, I see. So, like, if I want to mute, like, if I wanted to mute Gus right now, he's just going on and on.
Blah 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 blah. blah.
How exactly would I do that? I don't see an option to do that. Except if I click on the there's a little mute there, but if I click on that, I have to do it one at a time.
Are you seeing everybody's name that's in online? A list? Click on your chat button.
Chat. I seen chat. I just have chat, and then who can see your recordings on? I just have the chat thing.
Did you click on it?
Click on what?
The word chat.
Yeah. I've got a chat column there to the right. Yes.
Doesn't it show who's in your meeting?
It does not. It just says there's a big empty space there for some, I guess, to type in, and then there's down the bottom it says to everyone, type message here, but there's nothing. There's nothing in that space up there that I can see.
You might have to click on participants. That's at the bottom of my screen.
Participants. Okay, I just clicked on participants. Okay. Now I see them. Oh, there we go. Okay, once I click on, now I just click those little mute buttons on there. So I I can unmute Kenny if I want to, even if he mutes himself.
No, he can only unmute himself, but you can mute him.
I can mute him, but I can't unmute him. So if I mute you right there, Steve, okay, I can't unmute him. Ask to unmute. There we go. Okay. So I can mute you, but I can't unmute you. You have to unmute.
Kind of like locking yourself out of the bathroom.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know. So we could have more people there, and we just recognize, okay. Now, but they might want to comment or something. We might want to let them comment during the in-between periods after a song, right?
Sure.
So they just would be muted during the songs, and then
I think whoever signs into this thing is going to be interested in songwriting.
Yeah. Okay.
Or performing.
So how would this work? Do we just share the link with people that we get from Sosa? Like, here's the link for the message, and we just I could just say, hey, if you have the Zoom app, you can just log on to this meeting at this time, and you'll be in there.
Yep.
Just send them the link. Just the question of them having the link.
Yep.
Yeah, and a desire to join. Yeah.
I don't want to.
The host has to let him in. The host could decide not to admit him.
Okay, the host still has to let him in. Okay, so how public do we want to go with sharing the link?
I think we ought to actually try some more public sharing. I actually think might be interesting to drop an invitation onto the Facebook Southern Oregon Musicians Group.
And just say, yeah, if anyone's interested in listening your first time, maybe we could request that if you're not a member, you have to listen the first time or something. And then maybe after that you could request to sing a song or something.
We'll beat them up after they show up.
Yeah.
You know?
But sometimes, some people, like when we used to do it at the coffee shop, they would just drop in, and every once in a while there was someone who was like super good.
So, but my point is, like, are we if we share the link on Facebook, are we inviting people to come and listen and or play, or are we inviting them to come and listen?
I'm not sure.
I'd be inviting them to come play. I don't think we're, if we saw 4 or 5 new people, I'd be surprised.
Right.
I don't think I'd throw it up on Facebook, personally.
Yeah, but like just to listen. But if they want to play, then yeah, because it could be.
So share it in a Facebook group then, rather than Facebook at large.
We put our ads on the Southern Oregon Open Mics Facebook group every time for the Pony Espresso.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
So now we could share that same thing, except add the Zoom link. Say, hey, if you'd like to come, just here's the meeting, there's the link. If you have Zoom, jump on in. That'd be a good start. That'd be a good start to making it more public.
If we have too many people, we'll have a zoo, and then we'll split it into 2 zoos.
Okay. Well, I doubt that's going to be the problem too much off the bat. So. Yeah. So who wants to do that? Who's a member of that group?
I will do that for the next.
For your next
Friday.
one. Okay. Let's see how that. Let's see if that shows in any people. And meanwhile, we are free to personally share the link to the second Friday meeting with people that we know who are musicians and might want to join. So if they have to have the Zoom app, but other than that,
yes,
they can come and listen and or play a tune or two.
I don't think that they actually have to have the Zoom app. I think they can join the Zoom meeting on their browser, and not actually, but they're limited in what they can do. Downloading the app and setting it all up lets you customize your sound.
A lot of people have Zoom already, due to the pandemic.
It is.
But if they don't have Zoom, they could just click on that. They just can't. Like, I close Chrome when I'm on this because Chrome is a frickin' hog, and it makes my computer start to go molten if I have Chrome open while I'm doing this. So I always close Chrome. But if you were doing it from the browser, then you couldn't close your Chrome if you didn't have the app. You'd have to stay open.
Right, you would.
Yeah. Okay. All right. That's good to know. All right. Well. Once I get the invitation to the second Friday and I have that link to be able to share, I will see if I can beat the bushes, and I'm going to try to come up with one person. My goal would be to get Jennifer Lawson to come to these things, because she is terrific. I don't know if you've ever heard her, but she's really funny and quirky as hell and just a cool person, and I think she would. I don't know if she's free or wants to, but I would encourage her to join us, at least to listen, and if not, to play. So
tell her to bring her guitar.
Yeah, I'll try to get one.
Okay, that's a good idea, Gene. It's actually going after a specific people. It's good.
What was that?
Oh,
Fritjof, what was
sorry.
that?
Is she the one that plays with Jack sometimes?
No, she doesn't play with Jack as far as I know. She does she does covers and some originals. She's got some terrific originals that I just love. She's one of a kind. She's really eccentric. She goes by Iffer. She got tired of Jennifer's going by Jen, so she goes by Iffer. Yeah, she's cool. I like her a lot. One of the people who's thoroughly engaging. She's one of those people whether she's, no matter what she screws up, she could screw up the guitar, she could screw up the rhythm, she could screw up the lyrics, she could screw up the notes, she could screw up the verse, and you would not be not engaged in the song. Like, she's always engaging. She's just so honest with what she's doing as she's doing it. The other day she played a song on the Goose open mic, and she was having a little bit of trouble with it, but she made it through. It was good, and by the end, she finished the last note, and she just went, cut. That was her outro. But that was what she felt, you know. That's you're gonna get how she feels, so that's cool. I'll try to get her to jump in. I'd love to get my buddy Robert Doctor. I would love to get him on here, but I don't know if he has Zoom or is into that. But I'll think about my singer-songwriter friends, and I'll try to get one, maybe two, to jump in on the next one. If you could send out the invite for the next one ASAP, that would help, because it would just give us more time to have a link to actually share instead of closer to the event.
I think Kenny sends it out on Sundays.
Cool. So that would be like this coming Sunday? That would give us 2 weeks. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah. All right, that sounds good. I'll try to beat the bushes and come up with at least one. And we'll just try to fatten it up a little bit.
Beat the bushes?
Beat the bushes.
Can't you come up with something better than that? Beat the bushes?
That's what you do when you're trying to get the quail. Scared quail.
So cliche.
Listen, I'm gonna try to strike the shrubs and see what I can get. I found out the other day that there is such a thing as a butt, which is a B-U-T-T. It's a old measure of wine. And so a buttload was actually a thing. Yeah, like a buttload of wine. 40 liters. God, I got a buttload of wine to deal with here. Good night, guys. Good night. All right, everybody, take care. Thanks so much for doing this. Much appreciated. Woohoo! All right, next time. Bye.
Good night. Thanks for hosting.
My pleasure, man. Take care. See you next time.